On a brightly lit stage, a tech billionaire is changing the world. You'd expect to see a symbol of his success on his wrist. $1 million watch, a testament to his status. But when you look closer, you see this. A $20 Casio. Now, travel halfway around the world. To a dusty, war-torn landscape. The footage is grainy, the context grim. A captured insurgent, considered one of the most dangerous men on Earth. On his wrist, the exact same watch. How? How can the same $20 piece of plastic be a quiet symbol of genius for the world's elite, and a notorious tool for its most wanted? This isn't just the story of a watch. It's the story of a design so pure it became a mirror reflecting the best and the worst of human intention. To understand the billionaire's choice, we have to go back to its birth. Japan, 1989. The country was at the absolute peak of its economic and technological power. In this hyper-efficient world, Casio's engineers were given a simple mission: not to create luxury, but to achieve a kind of democratic perfection, to build a watch for everyone, a watch that would simply work. The result was a masterpiece of deliberate limitation. The F-91W doesn't try to do everything. It does 5 things perfectly. It tells the time with ruthless accuracy. It has a simple stopwatch, a daily alarm, and a dim green backlight. And its battery can last for over 7 years. It weighs just 21 grams, is splash-resistant, and is so famously durable that its toughness has become a meme. And it accomplishes all of this at a cost so low, it is essentially disposable. It is the platonic ideal of a watch, an object stripped of all ego, all status, all artifice. It is pure function. And it's this relentless focus on pure utility that attracts a very specific kind of mind. When a figure like Bill Gates, a man who could afford any object on planet Earth, consistently wears a $20 watch, it is not an accident. It's a message. It says, "My time is more valuable than the object that tells it. My focus is on the systems I'm building, not the status I'm projecting." This is a concept known as stealth wealth, but it's deeper than that. It's a form of intellectual signaling. A luxury watch signals financial success. The F-91W signals the mindset that leads to that success. A disciplined focus on efficiency, logic, and what truly matters. It's a quiet rebellion against the very idea of luxury. For the architects of our digital world, the F-91W isn't just a watch. It's an ethos, a quiet celebration of function over form, of purpose over presentation. It is a perfect, logical system on your wrist. But the very qualities that made the F-91W a masterpiece of efficient design, its reliability, its global availability, its simplicity, also made it the perfect tool for something far more sinister. Because in the hands of a different kind of engineer, the watch's perfect mass-produced electronic module could be repurposed. Its simple alarm function was, in essence, a reliable digital timer. And in the world of asymmetrical warfare, a reliable disposable timer is the heart of the most feared weapon, the improvised explosive device. This wasn't a secret. For intelligence agencies, it became a grimly reliable signature. According to declassified intelligence assessments from the Joint Task Force at Guantanamo Bay, possession of a silver or black Casio F-91W was considered a key indicator that a detainee had attended an al-Qaeda bomb-making course in Afghanistan. The watch was so prolific among insurgents that, for a time, simply wearing one was enough to warrant suspicion. The logic was brutal and simple. Al-Qaeda procured them by the crate load to use as timers. Therefore, if you were wearing one, you were likely part of the network. The perfect democratic watch had become a uniform for insurgents. But the watch would soon be elevated from a simple component to a global symbol. When photos of the world's most wanted man, Osama bin Laden, were circulated, analysts noted the object on his wrist. It wasn't a luxury item meant to project power, but the same humble, functional Casio. He wore the tool of his trade. Suddenly, the F-91W had a dark, new identity. It was no longer just a watch. It was an emblem of global jihad. A quiet $20 piece of plastic had become an icon of terror. So how can this be? How can a single $20 object exist in two such irreconcilable worlds? The answer is found not in the watch itself, but in the dangerous purity of its design. The very same qualities are what make it attractive to both sides. Think about them. It is globally available and untraceable. Its affordability means it can be acquired in mass quantities without raising suspicion. And its near-perfect reliability means it will perform its function without fail. These three qualities, ubiquity, reliability, and accessibility, are morally neutral. They are the virtues of any well-engineered tool. The watch itself has no agenda, no built-in morality. It is a blank slate. It's a mirror reflecting the values and the mission of whoever wears it. One man sees its affordability as a logical rejection of materialism, allowing him to focus on building a global software empire. Another sees that same affordability as the perfect way to arm a guerrilla network. One man uses its reliability to make sure he is on time for a board meeting. The other uses that same reliability to build a bomb. The F-91W doesn't differentiate. It is so ruthlessly functional that it serves any purpose, shedding all responsibility for the outcome. It is a powerful and perhaps unsettling case study in design. An object so purely functional, it has achieved a kind of terrifying neutrality. Most objects we own are designed to send a signal. A luxury watch signals wealth. A designer suit signals taste. They tell a story about who we are or who we want to be. The Casio F-91W is different. Its signal is its refusal to send one. It is so democratic, so purely functional, that it has been adopted by the opposing poles of human society. It is not a luxury good which signals status. It is a utility good which signals something far more fundamental: purpose. The Casio F-91W is a rare object that has achieved a kind of universal purity. It doesn't tell you the wealth of its owner. It tells you they have a mission. Whether that mission is to build the future or to tear it down is the only question that matters.